Known for its historic landmarks and delicious but unique cuisine, there is plenty of reasons to visit China. This is Katie from Creative Travel Guide, and today we share the things to know before you go to China. Looking for more travel tips? Make sure to hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. And before we get started, I wanted to mention that we used to live in China for 2 years, so we have plenty of tips about visiting and exploring China over on our website, Creative Travel Guide. I will leave links to all of those in the description below. So first, let's look at the best time to visit. The perfect time to visit China, in our opinion, is in spring, which is April to May. This is when the weather is mild and comfortable, the landscapes are becoming lush, and blooming flowers are appearing. This is a great time to explore the cities like Beijing, but also the perfect time to explore the natural landscapes like the rice terraces and the Yangtze River. Autumn is also a great time to visit places like Guilin or explore the Great Wall, as the fall foliage can add a really romantic feel to those outdoor attractions. Winter is bitterly cold in northern China, and unless you are visiting Harbin for the Ice and Snow Festival, which we do highly recommend, we don't recommend visiting China in the winter if you are looking to explore all of the cities and countryside. Summer, which is June to August, is incredibly hot and humid, especially in southern China, but it can be a good time for mountain retreats and visiting the coastal areas. Just be prepared for higher prices and larger crowds. And on that note, make sure to try and avoid the major national holidays in China. It's very typical for the Chinese people to travel around during the national holidays, so expect higher crowds during this time. So now let's look at how to get to China. Getting to China will depend on your starting location, but most people tend to fly into the major airports, like the international airports located in Beijing and Shanghai. You can also get a train from neighboring countries like Mongolia, Vietnam, and Kazakhstan. There are also some cruise lines that travel to Chinese ports, such as Shanghai and Tianjin. However, no matter which way you are getting to China, make sure that you have the correct visa before arrival. This country is huge, but there are plenty of convenient and efficient ways to get around. We loved using the high-speed rail, which is the largest and fastest in the world. The high-speed rail network connects major cities like Beijing, Shanghai, and Xi'an, and booking tickets can be done online and at train stations, making this an easy way to travel even if you don't speak Mandarin. You could also use the domestic flights, ideal if you are traveling from one side of the country to the other. Once you are in the cities themselves, you can use the metro system. Each metro system has an app that you can download to help you get around, but these are a great way to see the sights and beat the traffic in cities like Beijing and Shanghai. Taxis are available, but we recommend downloading the Didi app. This is the most popular ride-sharing app and is similar to Uber, but it also has an English interface, so you can register before your trip and use this to get around with ease. Some of the cities like Shanghai have a bike sharing program, so you can simply scan the QR code on the bike with a mobile app to unlock. There are buses available for you to use, but there are routes that are more complex to navigate, especially if you are a non-Chinese speaker. China is an incredible place to explore, but you do need to budget your trip. So let's look at the typical prices. And with all of these country guides, prices do vary depending on which city you choose to visit, but as a general guide, you can find a dorm bed in major cities like Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Beijing for around 50 to 100 RMB. Private budget rooms will begin at around 150, whilst luxury hotel rooms begin at around 800, all the way up to around 2,000 a night. This is especially true if you are looking to stay at the high-end international chains. Street food can be found for under 20 RMB, local eateries and small restaurants will cost you between 20 to 50, and high-end restaurants begin at around 200. So China is an affordable place to visit, and there are plenty of ways that you can save money whilst you are here. Firstly, look at the hostels. These are affordable and often centrally located. If you do want privacy, many of the hostels here offer budget private rooms, so you can stay in these to save money, get that privacy that you are looking for, but also make friends with other people who are traveling around China. You can also look out for the local budget chains like Jinjiang Inn or Hanting Hotel. When you are in the cities, make sure to use the public transportation like the metros to get around, but also take advantage of those high-speed trains for intercity travel. These can be much more affordable than those domestic flights. Stick to street food. This is inexpensive and often delicious, trying local specialities like dumplings, noodles, and pancakes. Look out for the small local eateries that offer hearty meals at low prices. Our general rule of thumb was that if there wasn't an English translated menu, then this is a local spot and will offer delicious food. So we love China, and there are so many things to see and do in this incredible country. Firstly, head to Beijing, where you can see incredible sights like the Forbidden City and Summer Palace. Explore the hutongs, visit the Temple of Heaven, and of course try the local Peking duck. Then get yourself a day trip out of Beijing to see the incredible Great Wall of China. There are various sections that you can visit, and we have a whole guide to that over on our website. I will leave the link to that in the description below, but make sure to spend at least one day visiting one of the 7 wonders of the world. Next, you should jump on a speed train and head down to Tianjin. We have a love for this place as this was the city we lived in for 2 years. Here you can explore the ancient culture street, take a cruise along the river to see all of the incredible architecture, stroll through the Italian style town, and then take a ride on the Ferris wheel known as the Tianjin Eye. Next, jump on another speed train down to Shanghai, where you can visit famous sites like the Buns, Shanghai Tower, and Yuyuan Garden. Then head to Hangzhou, where you can see the famous West Lake and try some of the incredible food here before heading to Chengdu, where you can see the beautiful pandas. Head to Guilin to see the gorgeous landscapes along the river, and then visit one of our favorite places in the entire world, Pingyang Village. This is a small village located on the rice terraces in the south of China, where you can stay with a local family and really get a feel for old world China. Hike the famous Yellow Mountains, visit the forest that inspired Avatar, and then make sure to take a cruise along Yangtze River to see the incredible 3 Gorges. Still not convinced? Watch this video to find out 10 reasons to visit China. Then to learn about the best places to visit in China, watch this video. We hope you have an incredible time in the country no matter where you choose to go, and stay creative.